Well guys, I guess the time has come for it to arrive. We're about to close the door on the year 21-5. Yeah. I'm not going to bore you with the details, I'm not going to say what it's about, but this is my obligatory year-end fan video. Maybe you'll see some fans you've seen before, maybe you haven't. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, because I'm just the film guy and I'm just going to show them off. And I can't really say what they are, because then that will spoil the surprise. But then I pretty much told you that they may or may not be fans that you may or may not have seen. Whatever. So I guess if we're ready, let's go! I figured I'd start off with something that you haven't seen in a very long time. In fact, I think last you saw this was about 6 years ago. And yeah, this is in fact a Sears Roebuck with a lovely atomic logo, made by McGraw-Edison, model number upside down, model 303-820. And it was made April of 1973! So yeah. I decided this one because, well, I mean, it's unique in a way. I mean, it's green, it's counterclockwise, it's plastic, and all that neat stuff. And if you notice, it's got 2 speeds, but 1 is high and 2 is low. So, how weird is that? So, without further delay, here's high. It's quiet. Pushes out a ton of, feels like it pushes out a ton of air. And low. Got the kilowatt meter going, so on low we're drawing 0.39 amps and 34 watts. High we're drawing 57.3 amps. No wait, no I screwed that up. It's 56 watts at 0.65 amps. Some oscillation. Low with oscillation. I've always hated these oscillator things. I mean, for those who are not sure, it's this one, so... But yeah. Back to high. Spin down time is now! Cool. Okay, here's another one that I'm showing off. This one's kind of a late entry, because I bought this a couple weeks ago at the Goodwill shop for a little price of $4. The question is, do I need it? Not exactly, but usually it's like leave no fan behind, so that's what I did. And the interesting story about it was actually looking like this, like that, up on the top shelf, and from a distance it did look like a 2150 in blue. I mean, if it was a 2150, I was going to get it anyway because it's a vintage fan. But then when I found out it was an Eastern Electric double E, model number OF120, don't know if you can see that. Yeah, OF120, AC 120 volts, 60 hertz, 5/10 of an amp, made in Taiwan. And the thing is, I am sort of liking these older Taiwanese made fans. I mean, I just do. I mean, whatever. And it is missing a couple things. It is missing the switch plate right here. And this is probably the model that had that silver cone at the end of the blade. And also, the blade is held together with a set screw. So, yeah. And of course, an oil port. So this is obviously a late 70s model, maybe mid 70s, I don't know. And also, computer, shut up. And also, the switch control is kind of weird. Instead of low, medium, high, it's high, medium, low. So, yeah. We'll start off on high. It's running in spec because the thing said 5/10 of an amp and we're running at 0.49. Wattage is 3, 7, 4, medium. $51 watts, 52 watts. And 4,300 of an amp. Oh. 3,500 of an amp. And 45 watts. So, yeah. Running in spec. We'll go with oscillation. And this is going to need some oil. So, you're seeing it as I got it. Oscillation. I mean, it's pretty fast, so. And high oscillation. And even though it doesn't say it, OFF spells off. Yeah, it is going to need some oil, but honestly it's not dry as a bone because it was running in spec, so that's pretty good. And also, I'm going to need to fix the head wire because there are wires here. I don't think it's supposed to look like that, so I'll get that fixed before the season heavy use during the summer. And of course, it has the set screw knob there, so that's pretty cool. So, well worth my $4. $5 after tax and donation, but I think it'll work out pretty good. Well, here's another one I picked up at the Goodwill shop, this time a couple months ago, and there's an interesting story about this. I mean, I saw this on one of the fan collector forums, and it wasn't, they even said it was at a Goodwill, but not the Goodwill I shop at. But then it's like I was asked if I wanted to go home early from work. It's like, okay. And then I went to the Caesar first, and then I went to the Goodwill second. And then when I saw this, it's like, eerily coincidental. But yeah, this is a Tozai 9-inch fan, model HF23STB, that I paid $5 for. And I do have a brief restoration of this thing. I'm going to show it off right now. Alright, I figured I'd show this off, whatever. I don't know what I'm saying. But yes, I bought this fan last week at the Goodwill shop for the low price of $5. So, and it's actually intriguing because it kind of reminds me of an old Cool Breeze that I used to have, that I bought because one of my old teachers back in 6th grade had one, and I figured I want one myself. I don't know what happened to it. It may have been left at the old house when I moved out, and I don't know. So yeah. And this is a model number upside down. I really wish they'd stop writing on the thing. It's a model HF23STB. Size 9-inch, 120 volts, 60 hertz, 500ths of an amp. East-West Distributing Company, Deerfield, Illinois, which pretty much we all know that the Tozai brand was Walgreens' house brand, which they no longer make. Well, actually, they no longer... Either way, point is, yeah. So, and this is where it gets weird. I may have to fix that because it says off, high, low, but if you notice, the buttons, the light brown is low and the dark brown is high, but I don't know. So let's turn it on low. Not much in the way of air movement, probably because the blades need to be cleaned. And oiled. Yeah, I may want to oil it. Because what you're going to see in a moment... Yeah, it struggles on the oscillation. But if I disengage it, it's fine. So let's take this apart and clean it, oil it, and all that neat stuff. Okay, not exactly a restoration. It was more or less kind of like a startup when I first got it. I mean, these little Quo Horn Ku Sing fans, they tend to be sluggish when you first start them up. And I should know because one of my English teachers in middle school had a Cool Breeze 9-inch fan, and when you turn it on, it would be sluggish until it warmed up like 10 minutes later. And I had a fan like that, but I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if I left it in the old house or if I sold it or gave it away or whatever, but this is actually close enough. Although I really don't like how the speed control is, because like the Eastern Electric, it goes off, high, and low, which very confusing here. But whatever. It works as it is, and I tried to redo it like I did the one of the Tactung fans. I thought maybe the wires to on the speed buttons would have been kind of like a plug and play or plug-in models, but they were soldered, so guess I'll have to make do with what I have for now. I'm rambling on enough, so here's high. Yeah, it's still going to be a little sluggish, even though I did oil it. And as it's going 40 watts and 5500ths of an amp. Low, on the other hand, 0.4 amps and 30 watts. But watch what happens when I put a load on it, like turn on the oscillator. Huh. Same thing. Okay, that's 51 watts. Yeah, it increases in wattage when you oscillate it. High with oscillation. And just to prove that it is moving, so disengage the load. Yeah, as it's warming up, the wattage is going down. But the instant you increase the load, it's getting better, but and you didn't see the low with oscillation, so we'll do that. High. Well, it's going faster, so yeah, it's alright, but hey, it's vintage and it's from Walgreens, so whatever. It works. Works for me. Well, here's one that you haven't seen in almost 6 years. This is an Eskimo. Yeah, an Eskimo model 2016. 150 watts, 115 volts, 60 cycle, AC only. So this is probably going to be not very energy efficient. Now, when you saw this about 6 years ago, it was sluggish as hell. Like it needed oil really, really badly. And I did oil it, and I did douse it, and I think I did feature it maybe a month or so later in a brief video. I honestly can't remember, but I figured this would be the full-fledged show and tell of sorts. And here's the side. Once again, the cord coming out of the top, screaming, "Trip me, please." Back. Other side. Trust me, this thing is heavy, so yeah. And of course, the top. 3 speeds. So, I mean, for a small box fan, it's alright. So without further delay, here's high. Buzzy, buzzy. Yeah, it's rated for 150 watts, but it's running 190, so I mean, it is the fact that my thing is becoming a little bit, my power line is a little bit high, medium, and it's wavy, so 139, 140, just about 2 amps low. Since I forgot to check the amperage on high, we'll go back to high. Still running after all of these years, although I hadn't ran it. This is the first time it ran in so long, so you're welcome. Burn me. I don't know. I don't know where this was going. I think I'll keep my day job. Cool. Alright, here's another breeze machine that I picked up at the Goodwill shop some time ago. This one's the second gen, because we all remember the other one that I showed off, which was the first gen. And this isn't a deja vu, although it could be. Because back in 2K12, when I did that Final Fan video, I had one exactly like this, except it was green and blue. This one is kind of a beige tan. So yeah. And according to what's at the bottom, it's a model 3524. I'm going to zoom in if you can see that. Focus! Focus! Come on, you son of a bitch. Focus! Well, you gotta believe me. It does say 3524. I'll try and get a better photo of it later. That's the best I can get it. You're welcome. But, yeah. This was $3 at the Goodwill shop, and to be honest, I mean, I figured if I ever decide to part with that green and blue one, I got another second gen, so that's not a big problem. And also, here's a fun fact. This is the same one that Tori the Fan Man has. In fact, he has two of them. One in good shape, and the other one's junk. Which I think is parting out, so yeah. And it's going to need to be cleaned because for some reason there's hair in this thing, so I did not clean or do anything to these fans, so you're going to make do with what I have. So here's high. And like I explained in my question and answer thing, this has a chip in the blade, so it is going to vibrate a little bit. Running at 44 amps. Wait, no, 44 watts. Yeah. And 0.64 amps. Low. .47 amps. And 33 watts. So, yeah. Back to high. Spin down time, OFF, off now. Yeah, that seemed a little shorter, but not a bad fan. Figured I'd save the final revisit for something special. Because once again, you saw this before, but I figured I'd go ahead and revisit it because I feel it's deserving. This, we all know, is a GE Vortelex, which you gotta admit, these blades are so awesome. But yeah. We're all buzzing like General Electric. And its catalog number, if I can see it. Yeah, FM 10V1. Yeah, FM 10V1. 110, 120 volts, 60 cycle, 7 amp. So yeah. And fun fact, I think when I looked up the model number, I think I determined this being a 1947. So this may end up being the oldest fan in my collection, which I think is pretty cool. But also, it did suffer some damage. Yeah, the cage is mangled. It's even worse noticeable in the back. I'm pretty sure it happened during shipping, but I cannot prove that. I'm pretty sure it didn't fall down either, but I don't know what happened. Maybe gremlins got to it, I don't know. And the other side. So, yeah. I mean, if I can find another cage or try and bend this back into shape, I think I'm going to have this be a regular user. But for now, I think it might just be a nice ornament because, well, as much as I like to use the vintage fans, I'm afraid to use the vintage fans because some people are going to say, oh my god, those things could bring your head down. It's like, no, they're not. They're like 10 times more safe than the crap you buy at Walmart today. You may agree with me, you may not agree with me, I don't know. I don't care. So, yeah. And I forget which speed is what, so here's on. Okay, this is low. And low, we're drawing 0.64 amps. 49.5 watts. High, we're drawing 65.1 watts. Well, 64 dropped, now 65. And 75 hundredths of an amp. Turn on the oscillator, if I can get it to work. Amperage goes up. Well, there we go. And since you didn't see the high oscillation, we're going to give you the high oscillation. Nice. And although this isn't in the script, I think we're going to do an unboxing right now. Yeah, I figured I bought this about a month or so ago. A few people are familiar with it, but I kind of sat on it because I really want to try and figure out when I want to do it. I figured, hey, why not? Let's do the final fan unboxing video with the final fan video of 2015. So it's a win-win for everybody. You get to see a fan, I get to unbox a fan. So if we're ready, let's go. I couldn't with the camera, but I already did so. We're free Fort Knox! Actually, not really, because this isn't sealed like Fort Knox. But hey, at least we got cardboard and styrofoam. Oh, nice. We push buttons. And wait. To do this without screwing anything up, but personal thing, so oh man, ow, well packaged, I must say. So that's a pretty fun thing to say, but there it is. Alright, here it is. It's a frigid pivot box fan, which some of you may say that well actually, I'm not going to try and think what you guys are saying. This is actually would have been my second actual frigid. I don't count that GE X-By frigid because it looks like it was made by another company, but they slapped the frigid name on it. But yeah, my first frigid box fan was that old Corvair, which got stolen out of my front yard when I put it aside so I was cleaning stuff, but whatever. I hope they enjoyed it, bastards. But yeah, I saw this and I figured, okay, I mean, it looks like a decent deal. I mean, they say that it kind of wobbles on a faster speed, which I think the blades might be a little bit out of balance. And all that. It has a liquid handle, so that's pretty good. And with this being a model number PC143G, let me zoom in there for you so you can believe me when I say it. Yeah. PC143G, 60 Hz AC, 1.5 amps at 115 volts. So, and it's got the push button 3-speed, which I've always liked among older box fans. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm just weird like that. And the back, I can't tell, but it looks like it's got the GE motor. Actually, no. From the way it looks like it has a Fastco motor. But I won't know until I take these grills off and clean them, but it looks like it has a Fastco motor. Which, if that's the case, then cool. Because normally, some of these fans have the GE motor of death. But I haven't had any problems with my little acreage with the GE motor, but then again, probably because I tend to do PMs on them. But I think I rambled on enough. Here's high. Running 1.2425 amps. I don't know what watts on high, medium. We're running 74 watts on medium with 0.88 amps. Low. Running 0.70 with almost 60 watts. So, yeah, not bad. And the airflow is acceptable, but it would be better if I had if I cleaned the blades and aligned them. Medium. There goes the kilowatt meter. Because this thing's shaky. High. And for the final time, OFF spells off. Yeah, it looks like the center blade hub is a little bit unbalanced. I'll probably fix that. And you did in fact hear it, so I'm going to give you a startup sound. Here's startup on high. Here's a startup on medium. And finally, low. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. Well guys, I guess that's it. 7 fans to close out 2015. And of those 7 fans, you saw 3 of them being revisits. I felt the need to revisit them because last time you saw them, they were filmed with a toaster. Or a potato, depending on how you want to look at it. And I figured getting the HD treatment would be the best thing to do. I mean, it's only a start, because I probably still have other fans I need to give the HD treatment to. That might happen in 2016, that might not. I don't know. Now, I don't know what's going to happen in 2016. It's up to me, I guess. So, yeah. So, until we meet again in 2016, I'm Eskie. Thank you for watching. The comment box is open, and of course, cheers to beers.